So everybody knows. I don't know. Everybody knows. Some certain people here knows what's going on. I'm gonna be MIA as far as making videos for a while after my procedure done on my knee, which is still technically considered a minor knee surgery. Um, there's so much running through my head right now because if you think about it, being as young as I am, I'm not as young as I used to be, and I get it. Um, I'll be 33 in September. Um, but growing up, I never thought that I'd be having knee problems. I never dreamt of having a torn meniscus, which is what the MRI indicated. Now, the thing that scares me is, the possibility of having a complete knee replacement. Because, the issue that I'm having with my knee has been prolonged for so long now that there could be a possibility of, you know, a complete tear in the meniscus, which would ultimately basically result in a total knee replacement. Now, could there be a possibility that it could be very minor? Hold that thought. Excuse me. And could there be a possibility that it could be very minor? Absolutely. Now, could there also be a possibility that it could be worse than what the MRI is showing? Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. There is a possibility. There's always that possibility that when they go in there with the scope, that they could find more wrong with my knee than what the MRI was catching. Now, the X-ray was showing everything was normal, which I figured that would be the case. Um, so ultimately, they had to schedule the MRI with an orthopedic doctor, which basically all those guys do is deal with the joints and stuff, which would be knees, ankles, and what have you. So the thing that is very concerning, my knee swells up, and I noticed that today it's actually swollen more over this way too. So I'm wondering if it's completely torn at this point. Um, the doctor said, the MRI is showing that I have a torn meniscus on top of, the inflammation that's going on. Um, so on top of the inflammation and the torn meniscus, um, there's the other things that's cracking inside when I walk. So when I'm walking, this whole knee is popping when I'm walking. Basically, that should not be doing that. Um, that means there's something going on with the knee. So, with that being said, what can be done? What are they going to do? Well, all I know is they're going to be doing the scope. The scope will help them further see what is going on with my knee. There could be that possibility where that scope is going to say, there's a complete tear. It could be tearing other things too, and the MRI is not catching it. See, that's what's scaring me right now. Um, the thing is that it's scary. The scary thing is, I'll be 33 in September, and I didn't ever think that I would ever have to be going through knee procedures at my age. I didn't think of that. I never seen it coming. Yeah. Guys, I'm 33 years old. I'll be 33 in September. Um, so you got to imagine, the things that's running through my head right now. This is my first surgery related to my knee. So, yeah, I'm going to be nervous. I have not had a surgery in years, okay? My last ear surgery, my last surgeries were related to my ears. And growing up as a kid, I had three sets of tubes growing up. Um, like I said, I had three sets of tubes growing up. So, you gotta understand, I went through a lot growing up. Uh, in the summer of '94, I lost my hearing. I went completely deaf. Um, and sometime in '96, I regained my hearing. Um, See, I was in kindergarten, getting ready to go to kindergarten right when I lost my hearing. So the start of '94, the summer of '94, I had no hearing. Um, I wanted to say I got my hearing back right before I came back from Christmas break in '96 is when I got my hearing back. So you gotta imagine, so that means now then I have to read lips because I do not know sign language, and I'm perfectly fine with that. So I basically have to read the lips. Good thing is, to me, the fact that having no hearing, and especially with today's technology, people would have to communicate to me with a messenger or via text message because I cannot read sign language. Um, that's something that's always going to be a downfall. The next thing that's going to scare me on that part is there a possibility that I could lose my hearing when I get older? Absolutely. Um, there's always that possibility. I mean, I had hearing problems when I was a kid. There may be that possibility that could come back up when I get older. As I get older, once I hit my 60s and 70s, um, there's always that possibility. And guys, that's a scary thing to go through is having ear surgeries. That is a very scary thing. And a lot of people don't think that, but as a kid having surgeries, that's a scary thing to go through as a kid. Um, but even as a grown adult, being this going to be my first knee surgery, basically, having a scope's basically a very minor surgery. Um, so yeah, it's gonna scare me because it's my first one. But I have family that's had a total knee replacement. My dad's sister, my late grandma's had it done, and now I'm facing that possibility at some point down the road now because these like I said, the knee issues I've had has been prolonged since I got out of high school, which was in 2009. Um, that all happened when I did something to it running the half mile my senior year in high school as a part of the physical endurance and PE class. Every year every so often during the school year, you do this physical endurance stuff during PE. Um, that's just what they do as part of that. But you think, okay, you're testing your endurance. So when we're running a half mile, inside, mind you, part of my leg went this way and the rest of it did not. So I have a feeling I may have torn a ligament or something or twisted something in there. On top of the torn meniscus, so that's going to cause even more problems. Um, so there's always that possibility that they could find something. So I'll be right back. So, anyway, as I was saying, like I said, there's always a possibility that some issue's going to pop back up when I was growing up. But when I ran, like I said, when I ran that half mile, the part of my leg, I think what stimulated part of the problem. See, bad knees also run in my family. But when I was running, I think what happened, what actually started the process of this, when I was running that half mile, I'm going to stand up so I can show you. Like the bottom part of my leg, or I don't remember which part of my leg, turned, but this part up here, one of these parts of my leg stayed straight. When the other half turned. So, there's going to be something twisted in there. But like I said, there's that torn meniscus in there, which right now my knee's not hurting too horribly bad right now, but I know my issues with the knee has even caused me problems walking after sitting in a car for a long period of time. Long car rides. When I first get out of the car, I'm having a hard time walking. Um, and I told the doctor, this is what's going on. I could sit in the car for an hour or even 20 minutes. I have a hard time walking when I get out of the car. My knee's even getting to the point where I'm even having a hard time getting in and out of the car, period. Like, that just started happening. Um, my uncle's car, I had a hard time getting out of his car um, just the other day. But with like a van, I don't have a problem. I can get in and out of those just a little bit easier. But a car is because with the way my knee is, that's some scary stuff. So, oh man, it just it scares me, guys, because knee problems can happen to anybody. Knee problems can happen to anybody. It don't matter how old you are or how young you are. Knee issues has no age discretions. No age discretion whatsoever. You can have knee problems at the age of 10 or 15 and go underneath the knife. It doesn't matter because if you're gonna have knee problems, it's gonna pop up sooner or later. But I'm looking at it this way. I'm better off having the knee problems now because with me being younger, I'll heal up a little quicker than anybody who's older, like 60s and 70s and things like that, 50s, 60s, and 70s. So, I just want to update everybody. And I'm going to tell you this I will be MIA for a while until I heal to where or unless I'm out when I can play a claw machine and things like that again. Um, restock videos will come to a halt well, after my knee surgery, at least for a while until I'm healed up. So, any restock video that I currently have, you can punch in the search bar, restock videos by Captain Namco. There's all kinds of restock videos on my channel. You can search Duck Catcher restock videos too if you want to see those. Um, like I said, if you want to see those, that's going to be up here. You punch in the search bar above my head. You'll be able to find all my restock videos. If you want to check out my maxed out claw machine videos with the toy soldiers over here at my local Gophers Grill, again, loud volume videos, Captain Namco. You'll see those videos there. Again, search bar above my head, or it'll be above. Would normally be above the videos. So when you first get on YouTube, you can punch in that search bar above. You guys, I want to thank you guys for all your support. I never thought my channel would be where it's at today. I'm at 2,600 subscribers or close to it. I don't expect this channel to grow any bigger than what it is. I'm perfectly happy with where it's at. But anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Again, thank you all so much for your support. And before I go, I always want to remind you that Jesus loves you, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. And my bell videos will come to a halt for a while unless I can have my mom help me take my bells outside. But I'd have to put my bells on a table to where I don't have to bend over as far, to where I can be able to set my bells off and make those videos. Otherwise, my bell videos will be put on hold, as well as my Kirby videos, with the way my knee would be if they should have to do a knee replacement. But I'm going to be sore for a while after the procedure. Again, the scope, they're going to probably do like this. They're going to do an incision, but I do not know where they would do that. If they go in through the top and go behind the knee, I don't know how they do that. I've never had a scope done, so. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. And before I go, I always want to remind you that Jesus loves you, and hope you all have a wonderful day. And all you prayer warriors out there, keep me in your thoughts and prayers after the 9th of May. Come May 9th is when I'll have that surgery done. So I hope you all have a great evening.